Early J. Trump, a comprehensive biography, early life and education. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in Queens, New York City, to Fred and Mary Ann Trump. His father was a successful real estate developer specializing in middle-class housing, while his mother was a Scottish immigrant from the Isle of Lewis. Mary Ann Trump had emigrated to the United States in 1930, seeking better opportunity. The Trump family lived in Jamaica Estates, an upscale neighborhood in Queens, where Donald was raised alongside his four siblings: Mary Ann, Fred Jr., Elizabeth, and Robert. Growing up, Donald was known for his energy and assertiveness, traits that would define his personality and career. His father, Fred Trump, was a strict disciplinarian who instilled a strong work ethic in his children. Fred's real estate empire, which focused on constructing and managing housing developments in Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, was built on government-backed loans and subsidies. From an early age, Donald was exposed to the world of business and real estate, often accompanying his father to construction sites. Donald initially attended the Kew Forest School in Queens, a private institution where he performed well academically but also displayed unruly behavior. His parents decided that a more structured environment was necessary, leading them to enroll him at the New York Military Academy, NYMA, in 1959 at the age of 13. This move was intended to curb his rebellious tendencies and instill discipline and leadership skills. At NYMA, Trump thrived both academically and athletically. He excelled in baseball, playing as a first baseman, and was even scouted for potential professional opportunities. His leadership skills also became evident when he rose to the rank of captain within the Corps of Cadets. His time at NYMA reinforced his competitive nature and desire for recognition, traits that would later define his business and political career. His classmates noted his confidence and strong personality, often taking charge in group situations. After graduating from NYMA in 1964, Trump attended Fordham University in the Bronx. He spent 2 years at Fordham but later transferred to the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, one of the few institutions offering a real estate studies program at the time. Wharton had a prestigious reputation, and Trump often emphasized his connection to the school in later years. During his time at Wharton, Trump was not particularly involved in campus life but focused on his studies and his family's business. He learned about investment strategies, urban development, and financial markets, knowledge that would prove valuable in his real estate ventures. Trump graduated in 1968 with a Bachelor of Science degree in economics. While at Wharton, Trump also received multiple draft deferments during the Vietnam War era. Initially, he was granted a student deferment, and after graduation he received a medical deferment due to bone spurs in his feet. This deferment later became a subject of controversy as critics questioned the legitimacy of his medical condition. Trump's early education and upbringing played a crucial role in shaping his worldview. His exposure to real estate from an early age, combined with the discipline instilled at NYMA, laid the foundation for his business ambitions. He learned the importance of branding, deal-making, and persistence, qualities that would define his career in business and politics. Business, career, and expansion. Trump joined his father's real estate business, the Trump Organization, early on, focusing on expanding the family's holdings. While his father specialized in affordable housing in Brooklyn and Queens, Donald sought to move into high-end, luxury real estate in Manhattan. He quickly made a name for himself by undertaking high-profile projects and branding himself as a real estate mogul. One of his first major projects was the redevelopment of the Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt New York in 1978. Trump secured a 40-year tax abatement from the city, a controversial but lucrative deal that set the foundation for his future real estate ambitions. The success of this project allowed him to pursue other high-profile developments, including Trump Tower, a 58-story skyscraper completed in 1983. The luxurious tower became a symbol of Trump's business empire and was home to high-profile tenants, further enhancing his public image. In the 1980s, Trump expanded into the casino industry, opening the Trump Plaza, Trump Castle, and Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. While these ventures initially brought in significant revenue, they were also highly leveraged, leading to financial troubles. By the early 1990s, his Atlantic City properties faced multiple bankruptcies, forcing him to restructure debts and sell off assets. Trump's business empire extended beyond real estate into various industries. He launched ventures in aviation with Trump Shuttle, owned the Miss Universe organization, and introduced a line of products such as Trump Vodka, Trump Steaks, and Trump Water. Many of these ventures had varying levels of success, with some failing to gain traction in the market. In the 1990s and early 2000s, Trump rebranded himself as a media personality. He published multiple books, including The Art of the Deal, which became a bestseller and solidified his reputation as a deal maker. His role as the host of The Apprentice in 2004 significantly boosted his public image, portraying him as a tough yet savvy businessman. The show's success led to multiple spin-offs and business opportunities, including Trump University, a for-profit education company that was later shut down following lawsuits over fraudulent practices. Despite setbacks, Trump continued to expand his brand through luxury properties worldwide, including golf courses, hotels, and residential buildings in cities such as Dubai, Vancouver, and Istanbul. The Trump Organization focused heavily on licensing deals, allowing developers to use the Trump name on properties without direct ownership. This approach minimized financial risk while maximizing brand recognition. Trump's business expansion strategy relied heavily on leveraging media attention, securing favorable financial deals, and maintaining an aura of success even during financial difficulties. His name became synonymous with luxury, even as critics pointed to his history of legal battles, business bankruptcies, and controversial partnerships. Political ascent: Trump had flirted with politics for decades, considering presidential runs in 2020 and 2012. However, he formally entered the political arena in June 2015 when he announced his candidacy for the Republican nomination in the 2016 presidential election. Running on a platform of economic nationalism, border security, and an America First agenda, he quickly gained traction with voters disillusioned with traditional politicians. Trump defeated numerous Republican contenders to secure the nomination and faced Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton in the general election. Despite trailing in most polls, he won a surprising victory, securing the Electoral College with 304 votes to Clinton's 227, despite losing the popular vote by nearly 3 million votes. Presidency: 201-72021. Trump's presidency was marked by significant policy shifts and controversies. His administration implemented major tax cuts, rolled back numerous regulations, and pursued an America First foreign policy. He appointed 3 conservative justices to the Supreme Court, reshaping the judiciary for decades. His handling of immigration, including the controversial travel ban on several majority countries and the policy of family separation at the border, sparked intense debate. One of his signature achievements was criminal justice reform with the passage of the First Step Act. However, his presidency was also defined by 2 impeachments, the first over allegations of pressuring Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden, and the second for inciting the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. He was acquitted both times by the Senate. Trump's response to the COVID-19 pandemic was widely criticized, with accusations of downplaying the virus and mishandling public health measures. Nevertheless, his administration oversaw the rapid development of vaccines through Operation Warp Speed. Post-presidency and legacy: after losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, Trump refused to concede, making unsubstantiated claims of widespread voter fraud. His legal challenges to overturn the results were unsuccessful. Following the Capitol riot, he was banned from major social media platforms but remained influential within the Republican Party. Trump continued to hold rallies and endorse candidates aligned with his ideology. His impact on American politics remained strong, with discussions about a potential 2024 presidential run. His legacy remains polarizing, with supporters praising his economic policies and nationalist approach, while critics highlight his divisive rhetoric and challenges to democratic norms. Business expansion and branding: Trump's business empire expanded beyond real estate into numerous industries. He launched the Trump Shuttle airline in 1989, though it struggled financially and was later acquired by other companies. His brand has been attached to everything from steaks to bottled water, though not all ventures were successful. He also had a brief stint in the mortgage industry with Trump Mortgage, which failed within a few years. Despite these setbacks, his name remained a valuable brand in hospitality and luxury properties, with hotels and golf courses worldwide. Trump's digital media company, Trump Media and Technology Group, was created post-presidency, launching the social media platform Truth Social in response to his bans from Twitter and Facebook. Foreign policy and global relations. Trump's presidency saw significant shifts in international relations. His meetings with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un were historic, as he became the first sitting U.S. president to set foot in North Korea. While the diplomatic efforts did not result in complete denuclearization, they marked a new chapter in U.S.-North Korea relations. He also moved the U.S. Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem, a highly controversial move that was praised by Israel and criticized by Palestinian leaders. Additionally, his administration brokered the Abraham Accords, which led to improved diplomatic relations between Israel and several Arab nations. Trump took a hard stance against China, engaging in a trade war that resulted in tariffs on billions of dollars worth of goods. His rhetoric toward China often centered on accusations of unfair trade practices and intellectual property theft, legal issues, and investigations. Throughout his business and political career, Trump has faced numerous legal battles. Investigations into his financial dealings have been ongoing, with scrutiny over his taxes, business loans, and financial disclosures. His company, the Trump Organization, has been the subject of fraud investigations, raising questions about the valuation of his assets. During his presidency, the Mueller investigation examined potential Russian interference in the 2016 election. While it did not establish direct collusion, it did find evidence of Russian efforts to influence the election in his favor. Trump has faced lawsuits from former business partners, contractors, and political opponents. His influence on the judiciary has often been seen as a strategy to shield himself from legal repercussions. Cultural influence and media presence. Trump has been a media figure for decades, appearing in television shows, films, and magazines. His ability to command media attention played a significant role in his rise in politics. His Twitter account, before being banned, was one of the most influential social media platforms in political discourse, with his tweets often making headlines. His presidency reshaped conservative media, with outlets like Fox News, Newsmax, and One America News Network playing key roles in supporting his agenda. Meanwhile, traditional mainstream media often scrutinized his policies and rhetoric. Lesser-known facts about Trump. Trump once owned an airline. In 1988, he purchased the Eastern Air Shuttle, a fleet of commuter planes, and rebranded it as Trump Shuttle. However, the airline struggled financially and was eventually taken over by creditors in 1992. He had a board game. Trump launched Trump the Game in 1989, a Monopoly-style board game that did not perform well in sales. It was later re-released in 2004 after his The Apprentice TV show became popular. Trump's first major project used a tax break in his Grand Hyatt Hotel project in New York in the 1970s was made possible by securing a 40-year tax abatement from the city, a deal that sparked debate at the time. He owned the Miss Universe pageant. From 1996 to 2015, Trump owned the Miss Universe, Miss USA, and Miss Teen USA pageants, which were later sold to the WME/IMG talent agency. Trump once filed a trademark for "You're fired." Following the success of The Apprentice, he attempted to trademark his catchphrase, though it was not fully granted. He had a short-lived university, Trump University, founded in 2005, was a for-profit education company that was sued for fraud. Trump settled the lawsuit for $25 million in 2016. He is in the WWE Hall of Fame. Trump has made several appearances in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, and was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2013. He owned a pro football team. Trump bought the New Jersey Generals of the short-lived USFL in the 1980s and was a driving force in the league's failed attempt to compete with the NFL. Trump once considered buying an NBA team. He expressed interest in purchasing the Buffalo Bills in 2014, but withdrew his bid. He had a popular ice skating rink in NYC. In the 180s, he renovated the failing Woolman Rink in Central Park, completing the project ahead of schedule and under budget, earning him local praise. Conclusion: Donald J. Trump's life and career have been marked by triumphs and controversies. His enduring impact on political discourse ensures that he remains a central figure in American society. Whether in politics, business, or media, Trump's influence will continue to shape conversations for years to come. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Your support means a lot and helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching.